It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
That's his first personal foul.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in the pivot spot manning the middle. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Mills, he's checked in for Parker. Now, here's Westbrook. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
To the inside. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Leonard, that's for two. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Westbrook drives in. Outside for Durant. They get it again. Here's Ibaka. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Aldridge. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Elevates and powers in the one hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that when he get a little too fancy.
And Westbrook gets it to go. Cannot hit. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Leonard against Durant. Green kicks to Leonard. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. He dishes it to Aldridge. Clock at 6. Mills passes to Aldridge. And another basket for San Antonio.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And then Durant with the jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter. And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injury.
Pass to Durant. Back to Westbrook. feeds to Ibaka. Nice D from Duncan.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Leonard, no luck.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
And Voigt kicks to Durant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Assist goes to.
I can't believe defenders are not aware they cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
And Westbrook, here we go. That's good. Westbrook's got 9 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
1 quarter in the book. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the floor for San Antonio, the timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Boris Diaw is out there with Martin. And it's West in at the 5 down low. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Tony Parker.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Excellent defense on the perimeter that time. He probably should have passed up that shot.
Poke loose. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. That puts them in the lead. Ginobili's got 5.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the 3rd fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
Payne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Spurs also with the sub. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. Diaw dishes to Anderson. Clock at 6. Here's Parker. The shot, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. It's Durant with the drive. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach grew up.
And here now the Thunder after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Payne. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Payne's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low. And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season, he became the 2nd youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Thunder. Morrow comes in for Randy Ford. Here's Durant. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career. I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Payne kicks to Durant. Knocked away. Parker with the steal. Here's Martin. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
Raiders against Leonard to the inside. That gives them the lead. And the Spurs lead by 1. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
That's good from Cantor.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for West. Green comes in for Kevin Martin. And it's Mills in for Parker.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heel.
Whoa! My goodness. Woo. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
9 seconds left in the first half. Ginobili with the 3. From beyond the arc and then some. Ginobili's got 8 points. Well, guys, the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Spurs lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
We saw some good action from Durant. He's got 13 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line. Not just getting there, but converting.
Durant and Ibaka playing at the 4 and 5. Foyle is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Roberson in at the 3. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Leonard kicks to Parker. And there's the pass to Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Duncan outside. Leonard the pass to Duncan. Parker dishes to Aldridge.
Blocking foul. Kevin Durant. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Leonard. They get a hand on it. The feet to 4. Outside for Durant. Oklahoma City gets it back. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. Again, Durant missing. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. San Antonio again missing.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it, Mark.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And the Spurs making a change here. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. And Martin subbed in for Daniel Green.